Welcome back. I'm Peasant and more Loop Hero. This is the second episode of looking at the new full game, and well, the last one is encoding. I'm going to record this next one. So we've just unlocked the supply, and I have no idea what this does. Furniture, tools, food and jewelry. I'm going to click on that. Okay, I haven't done these things. Okay, craft. Item crafting menu means I can craft some things. Created item type. Oh, I just crafted something. Okay, so here is where I'm probably not gonna just go wild and use all my resources and craft everything, because I do have those stockpiled demo resources. So a knife made for working with animal skins, but in mint condition. Not in mint condition, but still quite useful in capable hands. 10% chance to receive a ration after killing a rat wolf. Interesting. Okay, so I've just crafted one of them, and yeah, so I'm not gonna go. So I can now put this in tools. Okay then. And I can remove it. I can put it in. Okay. Well. Okay, and then looks like we've got a new thing here. We've got the ruins. This existence of the civilization the existence of this civilization ended long before the Lich's curse, but its remains can still be of use to you. Gives a random resource shard upon visit. Spawns a scorch worm every 2 days. Well, that's exciting. Definitely want one of those because it's new. It's new and it's exciting. Let's get rid of our lantern. I'm not a big lantern guy. I like. We didn't. I messed up. I misclicked with my one storm temple. And we have things we can build. And again, I'm not going to race through because, of course, I have all these stockpiled demo resources. And I've just built the supply depot. I've just built that. So yeah, tricky. And I would recommend, if you are in the circumstance where you are just playing, I'd start afresh. Unless you've played as much of the demo as I have. Okay. Mud hut, a hovel made of sticks and mud. Houses only one person. Every resident brings you closer to victory. Build more houses. Interesting. I don't want to over-egg the pudding. So I think I'm going to build a cemetery. Let's put it down here. On the edge of town. Thank you. Nice to get this story time as well. Thank you. Oh, this guy's cool. Ah, nice cat. It's a nice place, calm. There are some people, but quiet ones. They look a bit grim, but they can tell you many things if you can listen. Ooh, okay. So, passing through the cemetery on expeditions grants you a piece of information and can resurrect the hero after an upgrade. So, we actually could afford the upgrade. I'm not going to take it. So, I'm not like going as slowly as possible, but I am also aware that once I've beaten Chapter 2, that's I'm not going to experience all this stuff for the first time more than once. Do we even keep the village? Yeah, I think we're going to go with 12. Going to go a bit bulky. And off we go. Off we go. Okay, so he's starting with... It's funky how you get shield drops when you can't use them, but I'm not going to complain. I forgot to upgrade my healing potion as well. Oh no, I did remember. I've been wrestling with the internet today, so I'm a little bit frayed. Let's have... a mountain doesn't actually do anything on its own. It needs adjacent rocks or mountains, so I'm not going to rush into that. Okay, we definitely want this battlefield out ASAP. And yeah, it doesn't really matter where it goes. I guess it's good to have it in here. We could have a grove in one of these spaces, and let's get some mountains going. I always put it in the top left. Let's live a little. Let's put it in the bottom right. Let's go wild. And we want to have spiders because they grant me lots of items. These are good spots for vampires. This is an even better spot for vampire, but I think it's good to get the stuff as quickly as we can. So we're going to put should we put one here. It's a good place for a blood grove. Let's put it here. And if we're lucky, we'll get some spiders to fight before the loop is out. Okay, let's get some rocks going on. I think a lot of these things that have adjacencies, you kind of want to go with as kind of squarish a formation as you can, so that you can really kind of get the maximum adjacencies. That makes sense to me. It might not make sense to you. Yeah, let's have a crystal here. So we're going to get faster, more heals when we're in that radius, I think. If it is as I understand it to be. And we can't use this shield, so I'm sorry about that. Another crystal. We've established that they don't double buffs. So these, if you overlap multiple chrono crystals, that's not going to help you. Ooh, and here's our first ruins. All right. The existence of this civilization ended long before the Lich's curse. Gives a random resource shard upon visit and spawns a scorchworm every 2 days. Okay. Is this? I have no idea how scary this is going to be. Well, let's have it where we can have it next to a blood grove, maybe. So we're going to put a grove in here. Blood grove could go here. Let's put the scorchworm. Oh, we don't want double scorchworms. Let's just put it here. So we're going to get to have a little wander through there, get a random resource. And there's our grove that we want. So we could have the grove in either of these spaces to get blood grove in there. Okay, got a random resource. What was it? Got some rations. And there's our storm temple. Let's try not to misclick this time. Get a meadow there. That's good placement. Now the storm temple is cool. Let's try not to mess this up like I did last time. So I feel like it's good to have it on as many lines as possible. We could have it help us with this worm. Maybe that's useful. Yeah. Let's do that. By help, it might hurt me. Oh, look at all this loot. This is wild how much loot we just get given there. So, we can have 2 weapons. And that's got crits on it. That's 8 to 12 damage though. That's better than having a crit, and that's better than that. Okay, and some armor. So that's just improvement on there. That's just better armor. Do we have any shoes? We've got some shoes. Evasion shoes and evasion defense shoes. Well, I know which one's better out of them. I mean, I'm no mathematician, but not sure I'm going with that. We didn't get any treasure out of there. What's going on? Or maybe we got our treasure early. They said you got so much treasure for passing the start of the level. We're not going to give you any more. Going to have the meadow here because it will get buffed by the crystal. So we're on 12 HP a day now. So now it should go up to 16. Yeah, nice. Lovely stuff. And I'm wondering whether I should incorporate treasuries in, because the treasuries will get me more resources, and we have kind of chapter 2 kind of resources by the looks of things. So I'm going to favour making a 3x3 with rocks, because it's better to make your Harpy Mountain with rocks than with mountains. Oh yeah, and we want to place this grove for potential vampire fights. So there's going to be... I'm going to put a vampire here. So I'm going to put a grove here, because we might need... I have no idea what this sandworm fight's going to be like. No idea. This is, yeah. This is all new to me. It's not 100% sure how this works either, but, okay, I feel like we've got good damage. So we don't got no more rare... Oh, we've got another chrono crystal. So we know that they don't overlap. And I don't want to summon more of these worms just yet. So we could have some crystals maybe... It's good to have as much of the road covered with crystals as possible, I think. But also it's good if they can be buffing multiple meadows. So let's maybe think about having one here in future and then have one down here for now. I know that I was... Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I can't put... I can't put meadows next to that. Okay, first time fighting a sandworm. Let's give it a little mouse over. I've already nearly killed it by the looks of things. It's living, it has a soul. It's an archer. Takes part in battles on adjacent tiles. Ooh, minus 30% damage in the second row or 60% in the first. It's got a 40% chance to flee instead of being killed. Interesting. But oh, it looks like it fled there. Intriguing. Okay, we've got our vampire house. So I'm not so worried about. I'm not so worried about this sand guy anymore. So I'll put this here, and then maybe go for a meadow. We'll put a chrono crystal in here. Now that I've established that sandworms are just not scary at all. Well, maybe they're not scary. Okay, yeah, it helps having all these health potions. Making this feel a lot less scary. Okay, so we've got this. Yeah, I don't mind contributing a few mountains to the 3x3, and we're going to put a chrono crystal in one of these slots. So we'll put this here. Actually, this is the best place for the crystal, so I should have put that down there. Never mind. And we'll have some spiders there for the vampires. Those lovely, lovely vampires. And another meadow. And we're caning through our health potions now. We really are. And a blood grove is... We want one here for the Lich. We're not so worried about this, so we'll get one going in there. We want to make a fight happen in here too. We could even make the upgraded blood grove. Potentially with... We'll put a meadow here for a future crystal. Okay, so have they changed this? Do you just get your loot all in one go? Is that what happens here? What's going on? Wow, that's a level 5 armor with loads of extra crit damage. Let's take it. And what's this? This is an evasion dagger. Interesting there, it has an up and a down symbol on the damage. I'm not sure why that is. Oh, because it's better than one and worse than the other. Okay, it's not so complicated, peasant. And then there's just a better axe, so I guess we can do that. Maybe, and then what shoe options have we got here? Critical damage chance plus 12%, or more evasion. I mean, that's kind of tempting. Wow, that's this axe is actually better. It's just better. It's just a better axe. And we could go with crit damage chance. I mean, it's doubling my crit. I've not really used crits because I've not played the rogue until today. So let's do that. And there's our first village. Make that for a harpy mountain. We could save the village for when the goblins show up, but we could just oblivion the goblins and try and get some slime going. Get them slimers in the mix. We don't have... I think we can take a vampire village here. I think we can. I think we can just do it. So I'll put it here so we could get some support from a blood grove, if necessary. We're also going to have the thunder tower, whatever it's called, helping us too. There's a lovely chrono crystal. So we're going to be fighting lots of snakes now. We're going to see how dangerous they are. We're going to find out the tough guy way. Yeah, tough guy. I said it. Okay, another ruins. And here's the thing. All right, what happens if we have ruins adjacent to ruins, huh? I didn't think about that. Let's try ruins adjacent to ruins and see if we get any difference. And we're going to get a lot of worms out of this. And I'm going to put a village here so we can get an elite enemy earlier. This is a good spot for a vampire village, so we can just put it here and maybe convert it later on. And there's our bandit camp. In the last fight, we did fight some bandits, and they weren't really that scary. So I'm not too worried about the bandits. Should probably put that there, but I don't think it matters. Or I hope it doesn't matter. And one shot. Okay. And there's some goblins. And I think I'm going to try and get some dark slimes going, because everyone loves those little slimers, those little guys. And we've got ourselves a trait. Master of Fencing we had before. Lethal Weakness we've had before. And Surveyor, extra healing while passing a tunnel. Now, are we actually going to take on the Lich? Do we just want loads of healing for walking around? I just don't know. I think I'm going to go with the fencing. I think that's probably the best. 10% chance to simultaneously attack 2 targets. So even then, it's not that great. I'm going to go with it though anyway. And we've got a spider cocoon. This is our Hunger Grove's going to go here. We could make this fight a little bit easier by putting a cocoon there, except the cocoon's just going to place somewhere else. We do want to fill out some of these spaces in case we do fight the Lich. Or we could try putting some spiders here. I'm just kind of curious to see if the spiders will go in the village or to the right of that spot. It always feels when I drink a potion like I'm getting a prize. I'm like, oh no, I'm just taking too much damage. So we have ourselves a meadow. Let's go down there, and now we can make Harpy Mountain. And let's have a. Ooh, what happens if I put vampires next to bandits? I'm just too intrigued by this possibilities. Let's see. Okay, vampires aren't going to eat bandits by the looks of things. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, right. When I read something out, it's like it doesn't really go in my brain. It kind of goes somewhere else. So in the demo, we did have the goblin that had the ranged attack. So this is a kind of, yeah, we're seeing more of that. And yeah, I'm just getting wrecked in this combat. So that's why you don't do this. Let's Oblivion this and see what happens. We might get a slime. And let's Oblivion this and see what happens. Yeah, this was a mistake, obviously. Well, I say obviously. Wow, okay, yeah, this is a lot of combat. Doing my best here to make it hard for myself. Okay, so I'm out of potions now. The sandworms did escape, and I got myself an Orb of Expansion. Alright. So yeah, this was just terrible. Let's try and mitigate by having some more max health. And we've still got another one of those fights, but luckily we won't get any extra sandworms on there. And we could have a village. Oh yeah, we want a meadow. We could put it here, a bit more healing on the day. And grove. I'm going to keep the grove for if I get a blood grove maybe. And we could maybe have another vampire village. I mean, that was a horrible fight. We'll have a vampire village over there. I'm sure it's just going to go perfectly. Yeah, having all these kicking around was terrible. Yeah, really, really bad. Especially as they're by a crystal as well, so they're, you know, they're just coming back, and I'm dead. Oh god. Okay, we learned some stuff there. I do have the skull, so I can keep this, but I feel like I don't deserve to keep anything there. I'm just going to retreat in shame. Well, that's the thing. I'm in a weird position, of course, because I have played through the demo. So we did see a new thing there. We did see the ruins, so I feel like I can build something else now. Crypt unlocks a new class, Necromancer. I'm not going to do that in this video, so I'm just going to put it there. Intel Center. All the information you find about the world, resources, or monsters is unlogged and stored here. That sounds good. I could do with some intelligence. So we'll put the Intel Center in the thriving heart of our. Actually, no, we won't. We'll put it up here. Where would it be least conspicuous? Let's put it up here. Okay, here's what we've managed to learn. The world consists of darkness and fragments of your memories for quite a short period of time. Nothing is stable. But this is not completely true. There are some key memories that drastically change everything. By keeping a log of your expeditions, we're adding pieces of the picture together. It would be much easier if everything wasn't so shapeless. Remember, any knowledge is priceless, so don't forget to share it. We'll decide how to use it best together. Intriguing. Oh, we've now got an encyclopedia. Okay, so we've got knowledge now. What if it tells me things that we blood path? So it looks like it's not. Is it gonna? Okay, so counts lands is showing up. So this is not something we have a card for. It kind of shows up. Overgrown field shows up as well. A lot of speculation as to what Field of Blades actually does for you, apart from being interesting. And a swamp. I've got a couple of things there that are undiscovered. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we can scroll down like this. Common enemies. Rat, wolf, spider, slime. Lots of enemies there. And some bosses. Look at that, that's intriguing. And we've got some stuff. And we've got some artifacts we can get to. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, let's attempt to be less bad, I suppose. We could always do that. But we definitely need to try the desert. Okay, desert heat burns everything in its path, not only you. Lowers every creature's HP by 1%. What? And what the hell is this? A central hub for the true masters of Warcraft. They can teach anyone to fight with any weapon. Creates an additional item slot. Lowers its quality by 15%. That's intriguing. Okay, well, can I click this? Oh, I'm going to click it. And my looks like my max deck size has gone up. And we can have a desert. I can go rock free. Well, that's intriguing, isn't it? Do we go rock free? I think we do. I think it's time. These guys wrecked me. I feel like there's science to be done here, though. You know, there's... I wonder what interactions we have. Maybe ruins and deserts have an interaction. Let's take the Storm Temple out. We didn't do a lot with it last time. And yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try. Oh, got myself a Chivo as well. Okay, so Arsenal's okay. So this is what a gold card is. It shows up right at the start, I guess. Central hub for the true masters. Creates an additional item slot and lowers its quality by 15%. So I need to pay attention up here and see what happens. I can put that. Looks like I can put it anywhere next to a road. Let's put it over here next to my camp. Okay, so it looks like I now have the ability to wear a necklace. Nice. I've always wanted that. Oh yeah, still can't use shields. Intriguing. Dying like that. And it was all my fault. Bring all those blimmin' sandworms in, all those worms. Okay, our first desert. Every creature's HP. Is that going to include me? Let's see. My HP is I'm 315 out of 316. Let's have a desert. Let's go top left. Yes, it does include me. And let's get the spider train going. We want as many spiders as possible. This is a good vampire place. Let's have a spider there. Let's have a spider here. Oh yeah, and then there's the, maybe we've got interactions with deserts. What happens if we have big masses of deserts? Do we have a kind of business a bit like with mountains? Okay, we've got a grove there. Could have a meadow next to the War Academy for people to frolic in. When they're not training hard. Okay, and there's another bit of desert. So I wonder if there's an interaction with the being next to each other. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's one. I suppose there's then, what happens if a desert's next to a mountain? There's all these possible interactions. And we'll get another meadow. Oh yeah, so meadow next to desert, what happens there? It's still satisfied that it's not a meadow. I suppose that that's something. Okay, and then we get all of our loot. So we can wear necklaces now. Magic HP. What the hell is magic HP? And magic damage. Well, let's just magic HP. Well, I'll be. And let's get ourselves another weapon and some shoes. Evasion 2%, evasion 2%, plus better, just better. Interesting. It's just that thing when you've played something and it's been one way, and then you play it and it's got new stuff. It's just, I don't know. That's just very special. It's that weird thing of like, no, wait, what do you know? What don't you know? This joy of discovery all over again. Okay, that's more desert. So we could put a desert. I wonder if we could put the desert next to something else. So it has to be. It can't be next to the actual road. What happens if we put a desert next to a blood grove? And we don't have any vampires yet, but I think we will. We will have vampires. Oh, I killed those spiders. Sorry, spiders. Let's have another desert. I'm sure it's going to help me a great deal. And I should have tried a 3x3. That was foolish. And I'm curious to see what a dune does as well. I mean, I probably could have looked in the actual card selection bit, but it's far too sensible. Okay, we've got an elite spider here. Getting properly... Whoa, 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 whoa. What's all this? What's all this? I'm entangled. Okay. It's magic HP as well. I'm confused. Very confused. Okay, let's have another medal. Poor confused peasant. It's not easy. We should just take this massive damage increase, shouldn't we? That would be better. We'll take it. I think I prefer the damage than a little bit of attack speed there. Okay, we can have a blood grove now. Here's some more desert. Charming. So yeah, we're just going to see if there's any... Having a desert next to a blood grove makes any difference. So we'll want... we might want help with this fight here. So if we go something like... kind of feels a shame to have a blood grove not affecting too many tiles. Actually, we wanted to put a vampire village there. Oh, fine. We'll just put it there and have a blood grove there. And see if a desert and the blood grove interact some way. Well, the other thing is, we just don't know how things interact until we find out. Alright, big upgrades are gone. So that's a 10 to 14 damage. That's just a no-brainer. And then we've got, must be a big armor increase. Yeah, that's definitely the case there. And 6, so we'd lose some damage on the guitar, but we'd get a bit more crit chance. I'm not actually that into that. Not into it. And let's have a chunk more evasion. Yeah, looks good. And there's our vampires. There they are. So we're going to get lots of fighting going on in there. I don't want to die too much in these runs, but there it is. Battlefield we'll have up here. Could have a second vampire village. God, why not? Let's be brave. And yeah, the deserts. I mean, lowering everyone's HP is, interesting. So I'm not sure what all the sound effects mean here. And we don't have any magic damage. Ooh, sand dunes. Okay, yeah, we've burned through all of our healing potions there. And we're at less than half health. Let's not place any more sand dunes. God. Okay. Alright, so... Yeah, let's not place the sand dunes. Remember what you said, peasant? You said you weren't going to place the sand dunes. Well, don't place them. Put this here, and hopefully we can put a crystal in here. Yeah, I think... Am I about to die? Should I just run here? I think I don't really have any resources I care for. Tricky. It's a tricky balance to get. So just blowing all of my resources that I have from playing more demo than is healthy. Yeah, we're gonna die here. I mean, I probably should just run, right? Oh yeah. If I just click it, I think I just have to run here. I need to run with my tail between my legs. Well. Well. What did I do wrong? I did everything wrong. Did so many things wrong. And I wonder when we just... Yeah. I mean, I didn't at least make that ruins mistake, but I'm just not sure what the right thing to do is here. I mean, I could just build a whole ton of stuff. That's a viable thing. The one thing this is really telling me is that I think the best way is to go with a fresh save. That's what this is really telling me. Give residents furniture or food. Well, that's not going to buff me too much, is it? The watchtower. You could forget many things when leaving the camp, but you won't forget the arrows fired from here. One crossman will help you from each tower in battles on tiles adjacent to the campfire. Only applies to battles with normal enemies. You'll have to defeat the boss. Defeat the bosses yourself. You can build up to 4 towers. That's interesting. And then we've got libraries, forests. So we need... Okay, up here we're getting to the rare resources. So these are ones that the Lich drops, in my experience. I did have one, but I think I've already used it. And then here's the library. Allows you to unlock additional pages in the encyclopedia in exchange for the secret knowledge resource. And we've got rivers, but we can't quite get there yet. We can't quite get there yet. Okay. Let's get something that doesn't feel too groundbreaking. Let's get a mud hut. And we'll stick it over here. And have a chat. We're one step closer to proudly calling our humble camp a village, even though it's just a shelter half covered in mud. But we are really grateful. People are very exhausted, both physically and mentally. Some private space to call a home will bring some happiness. Okay. And maybe I'll craft something. I mean, I've got so many. Let's have a look at these numbers. 1353 and then 51. And each one I craft doesn't seem to go up exponentially or anything. Okay. +1 pebbles while passing the campfire tile. Okay. These don't feel like they're not setting the world on fire, at least. Oh, what's this? Garlic. Oh, so this is making food. +2 damage against all vampires. Interesting. So I don't want to go too wild on these. I've got a couple of chivos there. From dust and sticks, what's not tied down. Okay, well, I don't want to leverage the fact I have all the resources in the world. Well, I don't. I don't have the rare resources. So let's have some garlic. And some more tools. So so anyone that's watching this, I would suggest starting a fresh save. That's and a lot of the consensus before this release was that was the right thing to do. Okay, we're going to go with the. Let's go with. Just don't know. Let's go with all of those. And definitely have the crystals. And the ruins, maybe? Yeah, let's go. Okay, we're on it. This is going to be a good one. Any thought that I might be killing the Lich really early? I mean, I just don't know, right? If I spent all of those meta resources, would I then all of a sudden be super powerful and be able to just kill the Lich however I liked? And the truth is, I just don't really have a way of knowing. Let's just... So we do get a load of... what are we getting in there? Stable branches. A little programming reference. Oh yeah, I haven't got my arsenal out. I mean, wonder if there's any advantage to placing it in particular places. I mean, like, we could try putting it here. Next to the ruins. You know, they're gonna... It's just that thing of when you know there are hidden interactions, it's like you're always looking. Always looking, never finding. Okay, we've got ourselves a rock. And yeah, I'm not going to rush to place these landscape tiles down. Put a battlefield up here. And yeah, we still can't hold shields. Oh wow, we've got some good stuff here. Right. So yeah, I'm not going to make the mistake of having these guys anywhere near other fights. These guys can just go do their own thing. And we've got some stuff we like. And we are here. Let's just put a village here. And we could start bringing our max HP up a little bit. And put this here for a potential crystal to buff. Okay, we've got the Grove and the Blood Grove. So even if you don't have scary fights, I think the Blood Grove does... It brings the flesh golems that are, you know, wonderful. They're real team players. Okay. And a vampire mansion. Now, I was getting so wrecked by these villages. I think I'm gonna... Am I gonna do it? I'm gonna do... Oh, God. Peasant, you just keep making the same mistakes. Oh, I just got a quest failed. I guess I replaced an enemy that I maybe shouldn't have. Let's have a village in here as well. So we definitely want to have, possibly, if we do fight the Lich, we want to have a grove in one of these two spots. So let's just put the village up here. And we've got ourselves some bandits. And it's time to do some planning. We've got some necklaces on offer. Magic HP. I'm still not really sure what that is. And we've got, must be a good sword. And we've got a 610, a 3.5 and a 610. Let's replace that then. And some actual shoes. Evasion, defense, just evasion. And that looks good. Looking good. Feeling dangerous. Well, yeah, probably more just a danger to myself. I'm not going to do desert stuff, I don't think. I think these guys, if I take them on their own, then that's just better for me. The trouble is they're just going to escape, I suppose. Interesting. Maybe we'll have some more that we can... Because it is more of this, these stable branches. We've got a bandit in there to fight. Alright, let's see how this goes. We're at full magic potions though, so... I mean, what could go wrong? That's an elite ghoul. Okay, we've got ourselves a quest. Bloodgrove coming in, helping out. Good lad. Yeah, and I think maybe the rule of thumb that I'm going to try and adopt is one vampire village is enough. Unless you're somehow ahead of the curve. Well, certainly for me right now. So, let's have a bit more max HP. And we're going to put a chrono crystal here, so let's put a meadow there. Another one of these ruins. Part of me just wants to put things next to it and see how that works out. But then part of me also fears the ruins. Okay. Oh wow, we just gained loads of stuff too quickly to contemplate. Okay, so big buffs to max HP, to attack speed 10%, crit or a bit more defense. Let's go for the one that offers a bit more defense. And then just a 6 to 10 damage weapon. And much more evasive shoes. Like that, the shoes that you can never find. Ooh, and these are bandits. I haven't killed many bandits. 5% chance to destroy hero's item when attacking. Wow, that's rude. Okay, we've got ourselves some more vampires. Yeah, we did try to see if vampires were going to interact with them. Maybe we could see how vampires and snakes interact. The science quest continues. And... Okay, so... Let's see how this goes. So, I just want to take this in. So, they take part in battles on adjacent tiles. And they do less damage depending on what row they're in. Okay. And I'm going to steer clear from these deserts until I have a better idea what I'm doing with them. I mean, this was a rougher fight than I was expecting. It really was. Have a rock. And we could, I think, let's not make this fight harder. Oh, I suppose flipping slimes are going to spawn in there as well. Yeah, I'm going to be more careful with these in future. Let's put some vampires here. And is that better armor? It's got... Nah, I kind of want the extra defense, I think. And there's a sand dune. Let's go with some more max HP. Oh, what resource did we gain for placing deserts? Okay, let's get skill. Okay, so supplies is kind of cool. Especially at this stage where I don't really know what I'm doing. Fighting against 3 or more enemies will grant you an additional trophy. So I think it's the trophies that are generating all these items. After losing 20% of his max HP in battle, the hero will evade all attacks for 2 seconds. That seems good. I mean, that'll help me in the rough fights. Let's go for it. Like this fight here. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. And we've got ourselves a mountain. And some rocks, lovely. Lovely job. And more rocks. Ah, the crowd goes wild. You love to see those extra rocks. It's funny, I was watching Deceiver, who's one of the Four Quarters team who made the game, on their pixel art stream. And he was worried that the game might be too easy. But it's certainly not too easy for me. I'm doing my best. I'm actually going to deliberately not summon the harpies here. I just don't think it's wise. Not wise at all. Oh yeah, so have we got our smoke screen? Oh, there it is, smoke screen. Well, that did what was a bit of a reprieve. I mean, I'm now down to 0 health potions. Might not have been enough. Oh, it happens again. That's good to know. Extra reprieve. I am not going to get this rock out. Ooh, this might. Oh, if that's a blood golem, I might be in trouble. Hopefully, I can get to the cozy camp without dying. I just don't know what magic HP is. And there's a grove, so we could. Oh, come on, peasant! You can survive this. Can you survive this? Oh. Okay, okay. Do I run away? Is that what I do here? Gonna get heal 38% on arrival. We're gonna be at half health, no potions. I think it's another runner. My lord. So I'm gonna place everything. I wonder if there's any science I can do while I'm here. What happens if I shoot the arsenal? So I'm gonna place a load of things and try and do things that are scientific. What if I'm actually gonna kill myself using these deserts? I'm wondering if I get any kind of funky thing, and it doesn't look like I'm gaining any resources for placing those. I could actually. I am not going to place these mountains until I get well past all this, just because I don't want to summon a. I don't really want to summon a goblin village and then die to it when I'm just round the corner. That would be disappointing. Yeah, let's Oblivion this and see what happens. Okay, I lose my slot, but no one seems to care. Right. I am going to retreat just there. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thanks so much for joining. I've been Peasant. Like the video if you like the video. And until next time, something.